Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Dear students, welcome to the intermediate accounting class. So our today discussion is about the income statement. This is chapter number 4, and we are having the subject written by Kisio, and this is the author of the book, and the book is called Intermediate Accounting, and this is the 11th edition. So my name is Zainullah, and my email address is available over here. If you have any question, so you can use even my contact number. So please do not hesitate to ask me if you have any question in regard of the intermediate accounting. So let's discuss about the objective of this chapter. Dear students, if you study this chapter, so you will be able to, and at the end of this chapter, you students will be able to do the following activities for your organization. You will be able to identify the uses and limitation of income statement. Dear students, we have already done in the first semester. Also in our previous videos, we have discussed about the income statement, about the definition of income statement, about the uses of the income statement, about the accounts which are involved while we are preparing the income statement. But in this chapter, we will move a little bit forward. We will discuss this in a much more detail, that what is the income statement. We will learn about it, and also we will learn about the uses of this, where we can use it, and also you will be able to demonstrate the limitation of income statement. So all of these are the first objective of the chapter. So په سمپل کې مونږ ویلې شو ډیر سټوډنټ چې تاسو به په دې چپټر کې اول په دې پوه شئ چې انکم سټیټمنټ څه استفادې لري، دویم د هغې محدودیتونه څه دي، او دریم دا چې خپله انکم سټیټمنټ څه شی دی او په کوم ځای کې استفاده کیږي. Dear students, in our first semester we have learned that how to prepare the single step income statement. So you have learned this single step income statement, and once again we will explain it about it. You will also you will be able to prepare the multiple step income statement, and multiple step income statement is the like advanced type of income statement. So now you are in advanced accounting, you are in intermediate accounting, so that's why you should learn about the multiple step income statement. The fourth objective of the chapter is you students will demonstrate irregular items, and you will also be able to learn how to report these irregular items. یعنی irregular په دې معنی چې موږ همیشه د هغې سره نه مخ کیږو، یعنی فریکوینټلی هغه په خپل بزنس کې نه لرو، نو که داسې واقعات راځي د هغې ریپورټ به څنګه کوو، لکه زلزله کې ستاسو ایسټس لوز شي یا اور واخلي، یا ایکسچینج ریټ کې څه چینجز راشي، نو دې ته دا ټول د irregular items پارټ دي. تاسو به دې باندې پوه شئ، او د هغې نه علاوه به تاسو په دې هم پوه شئ چې دغسې واقعات یا دغسې ټرانزیکشن چې مونږ بزنس کې فیس کوو، نو هغه به په خپل انکم سټیټمنټ کې څنګه ریپورټ کوو. So you will learn about it. You will also be able to learn intra-period tax allocation. یعنی مین چې تاسو د دې ته په بله معنا کې مونږ ویلی شو چې تاسو هغه تخصیص شوې مالیه چې ده، یعنی وقایوي مالیه یا تاسو سره چې هغه کومک کوي، نو د هغې باندې به تاسو پوه شئ چې how we will use this and how we will use this part within the income statement. نو دا به موږ په انکم سټیټمنټ کې څنګه استفاده کوو. شپږم هدف د دې چپټر دا دی ډیر سټوډنټس چې تاسو به په دې پوه شئ چې ارننګ پر شیر څه شی دی او دا څنګه ریپورټ کیږي د ارننګ پر شیر انفارمیشن څه شی دی یا ارننګ پر شیر خپل څه شی دی او څنګه دا موږ ریپورټ کولی شو وم هدف د چپټر دا دی here you will learn about earning per share how we can calculate earning per share and how we can report the information of earning per share to the external users. The seventh objective, you students will be able to prepare a retained earning statement. So you will be able to develop the retained earning statement and retained earning calculation method is we have done this, and if it is needed so we will again explain about the retained earning, that how to calculate it. And the last one, we will be able to report the comprehensive income statement, how to develop a comprehensive income statement. Yo jami tafsili or mukammal income statement mong sanga develop kawale shu. So all of these were the objective of chapter. So I hope that you have understand about the objective, and all of these is the practical usage of accounting. دا ټول چې د تاسو د نور زده کړې دپاره دا هغه عملی استفاده د اکاونټینګ دا چې په دفترونو کې د تاسو نه ایکسپیکټ کیږي که چېرته تاسو پریپیر نشئ کړلی انکم سټیټمنټ نو تاسو ته څوک جاب نه درکوي همدارنګې که تاسو ملټیپل سټیپ انکم سټیټمنټ جوړ نشئ کړلی چې دا د ګیپ یعنی جنرلی ایکسپټډ اکاونټینګ پرنسپل یا د انټرنیشنل فاینانشل ریپورټینګ سټینډرډونو مطابق تاسو ملټیپل سټیپ انکم سټیټمنټ جوړ نشو کړلی سو دیر از نو پلیس فار یو ټو ډو جاب ودن دی ارګنایزیشن همدارنګه تاسو irregular items reporting طریقه کار یاد نه کړلو انټرا پیریډ ټیکس الوکیشن طریقه کار او دغه ایکسپلینیشن باندې پوه نه شولای همدارنګه ارننګ پر شیر کیلکولیشن او دغه ریپورټینګ تاسو ته نو یاد کچر تاسو ته جابونه ونه شي کړل یا دا سکلز تاسو ونه لري so there is no place for you students to do job as a finance officer within the organization. So to find a very good job for yourself and respective organization, so please have a learning of this chapter, or please try your best to learn about all these topics that we will cover in this chapter. So dear students, our first objective was what is income statement, and the second part of that objective, what is the usefulness of the income statement. So let's to discuss about first of all about the income statement, that what is income statement. Income statement sashede. So we will here learn about the income statement. Dear students, income statement is like we may say income statement. It's also called the profit and loss statement. Second name of this document is profit and loss statement. This is the second name of this document. It also have one another name called statement of operations. So dear students, three different names for one thing, like the first name is income statement, the second name is profit and loss statement, this is the second, and the third name is the statement of operation. So three different names for one thing, we can call it the income statement. So if someone asks about the income statement, so do not hesitate to answer them that it is a statement which show us. What type of statement is it? It is a statement which shows the profit and loss of a company or business, we may say company or business, enterprise or entity. So this shows us, this income statement shows us about the profit and about the loss of a business, of a company, profit and loss of a company. How it will shows the profit and loss of a company, for a specific period of time. This is important, for a specific period of time. So this will show us the profit and loss of a company, but for a specific period of time. So this is also another important term that we should not ignore it. And specific period is the period of 1 year. It is one accounting period. Remember the gap principle? We have discussed that we should, for example, prepare the reports of accounting within the 1 year. We should give the reports for the year. So this will show us about the profit of the company, the loss of a company for a specified period of time. I hope that you have understand about it. Why it is called the statement of operations? Why it is called the profit and loss statement? Why it is called the income statement? So see, dear students, if it is called the income statement because of it shows us the profit of the company for a specified period of time, or in other words, it shows us the loss of a company for a specified period of time. We may also say that it shows us about the profit of a company and it shows us about the loss of a company. So that's why it's called the profit and loss statement. It is called the profit and loss statement. Why it is called the statement of operations? So dear students, if you see, we have 5 pillars of accounting, or we have 5 major accounts. Remember the 5 major accounts. The first one was the asset account, the second one was the liabilities, and the third one was the owner equity account. The fourth one is the revenue account, and the fifth one is the expenses account. So see, dear students, the first three which are assets, which are the liabilities, and which are the owner equity, these 3 are the balance sheet accounts. But the rest of 2, which are the revenue and expenses, it is the income statement account. So these 2 are the income statement account. So the major accounts that we have within the revenue, these are for example, the sale of the company. Major sub accounts that we have is sale. It may be commission received by company. It may be earning from fee collection. It may be earning from services rendered. Different terminologies company will use. These may be income from interest received. This may be for example, the income from rent, and etc. Different types of income sources are available. So we may say, dear students, that all of these are the revenue account. And if we have a business, so every day we will have sale in that business. So see, sale is a type of operation. If we have a business for example, so every day our business may have the commission activities. We will earn commission from people. If we have a school, so exactly we will collect fee from students. If we provide services to the customers, these services may be different. So in return we will get the revenue from them. And if we pay our money on interest, so we will get return from them. And if we for example provide building or our assets on rent, So actually we will get revenue from them. So all of these type of revenue, if they are sale, if they are like for example commission received, if they are fee collection, or if they are services rendered, all of these are a type of operation. All of these are type of operation. See, so and it is continuous thing, it is daily thing. Sale is on daily basis, commission receive is on daily basis, like for example the fee collection is always on daily basis, services render is on daily basis. So that's why we may say that it is a type of operations. Or in other words, we may also say, like for example sometimes we may pay like salaries. These may be our expenses, salaries to our employees, salaries. We may be like for example pay rent expenses. We may rent a car. So see, sometimes we may like for example eat something, so food expenses. Sometimes we may use the internet within the organization. The same way refreshment. Like for example other types of activities like the electricity charges, the mobile top up card, and we will use this for the communication purpose. So see, these salaries type of accounts, like for example rent accounts, like for example the rent a car accounts, all of these is these all are the business expenses. So see, these are the different types of the business expenses. So see, we have like for example many expenses in this business. So each and every expenses is having their own title. So these expenses within a business, what we have mentioned over here, like for example all of these expenses is having relationship with the daily activity of the business. And when it is having relationship with the daily activity of the business, we can call it operations, data operations village. But when we like for example deduct the expenses, these expenses, when we deduct these expenses from the revenue of the business, so this statement will tell us about the profit and loss of the company. So that's why we may call it the profit and loss statement, or that's why we may call it income statement. या अजी लिहाज मा इरा statement of operations हम मेगिम. So dear students, if your business revenue, if your business revenue and if your business expenses, see, I will write down over here about the expenses. See, now I will make over here some like see this one, dear students. If your revenue is this much and at the same way your expenses is like for example this much, so see there is like for example a difference, see there is a difference. How much difference you may feel over here? You will feel over here this much difference, this much. Our revenue is this much higher. See, our revenue is this much higher. This line has like for example equalized the expenses of the company. The expenses of the company is this much, but the revenue of the company is higher than the expenses. So when there is high revenue and there is less expenses, so we may say that we are in profit. This condition is the condition of profit. So see, the statement shows about the profit of the company. But if there is like for example, if our expenses is higher, if we have this much expenses and we have like for example this much revenue, this much revenue, So see the difference between these two lines. See the difference between these two things. So see, dear students, over here your expenses is higher. This shows that our expenses is this much higher than our revenue. So our expenses is higher. See the arrow of expenses is much than the arrow of revenue. The revenue arrow is this much, but the expenses arrow is this much. So we may say that expenses is higher. When there is higher expenses and lower revenue, so our business is in loss. So here we are in loss. And if both of them, if both the revenue and if both the expenses, both of them are in the same condition, are at the same direction. See, this is our revenue and this is our expenses. Both of them are the same. So if there is, like, see dear students, if your expenses and if your revenue are the same, equal with one another, so here you are not in profit, not in loss. No profit, yani tasu gata ham dakde, and no loss. And in this condition, here you are not in profit, not in loss. So this is what we may say, dear students, the statement of operation. So how we may call it a statement of operation? So we may say that it will consider the revenue and expenses of the business, and revenue and expenses are the, like, for example, part of the daily activity, revenue and expenses. So that's why we may call it operations. In other words, this statement will tell us about the profit and loss of the company. So you see over here the revenue is less, but our expenses is higher. So here company is in loss. But if there is higher revenue, our revenue is higher and our expenses is low over here, so we may say that company is in profit. And if there is the same revenue and the same expenses, yani our revenue and expenses match one another, so we may not in profit and we may not in loss. So there is no loss in profit. So because of all these things, we may call it the statement of operation, or the statement of profit and loss, or we may call it the statement of income. So I hope that you have understand about all these things. Okay, very good, dear students. Now we will move forward a bit forward to the usefulness of the income statement, where we can use the income statement. So see, dear student, now we will discuss about the usefulness of income statement. We will discuss about the usefulness of the income statement. So dear students, income statement will evaluate the past performance of the enterprise. One thing, it will show us about the past performance of the enterprise. Second, this will provide a basis for predicting the future performance, and this is a tool to help you in deciding about the future of the business. And this is also a tool which help you to assess the risk or uncertainty of the future cash flows. So see, dear students, it will help us in three different areas. What are these three areas where we can use the income statement? So income statement we can use in three places. We can use this in three areas. First of all, the income statement will help us to understand about the past performance of a company. How you can understand about the past performance of a company? So see, we have discussed that what we have revenue in our company, what we have revenue in our company, and what we have expenses in our company. What we have in expenses in the company. So this will result as a net profit, in other words, or it may result the net loss. So dear students, we may say that it shows us about the past performance. So how the past performance you can understand from? So income statement will tells you that is your business in profit or our business is in loss. So if we develop the income statement, if we prepare the income statement, so this statement will tell us about the profit and loss of the business. And profit and loss is for the past activities of the business. Yani from income statement we can judge the past performance of the business, the past performance of an entity, or the past performance of an enterprise. So dear students, this is one of the advantage of the income statement. Second, this income statement will help you to predict the future performance. Through income statement we can judge the upcoming year. Like for example, consider that this is 2019 and you are interested to know about 2020. So you can predict over here, prediction, or you can do forecasting, and you can do forecasting. You can predict your future through income statement. Like for example, you may say that current year revenue of our company, current year sale was 100,000 rupees. So in next year our sale may increase 5%. So what will be the next year revenue? The next year sale. So actually our next year sale will be 1,05,000. So see, we predicted the future. How we have predicted the future? So we have predicted the future through our estimation. Here we increased 5% sale. So 15% among sale increase krulo. No de among the result show krul چې په 2000 کې به زمونږ د سیل نه عواید چې دي یا زمونږ سیل به 1,15,000 روپۍ وي. خو په کرنٹ ایئر کې زمونږ سیل څومره و؟ دیٹ ور 100,000 روپیز. نو د ای سال عواید یا ریونیو موشما یا فروشات موشما 100,000 بود. But in next year it may increase to 100,000 and 1,05,000. So dear students, this is what our prediction. So here we can predict about the future of the business. So it is a very good tool through which you can predict, you can forecast the future of a business. موشما اینجا future یک business رمی توانیم که چی کنیم؟ predict کنیم یا تخمین کنیم. Third, this income statement will help us to assess or to, like for example, to evaluate, to analyze what the risk and the uncertainty of a business. Uncertainty, but where the uncertainty and the future cash flows of the business. We can understand here through the income statement, we can understand the level of risk and the level of uncertainty of a business future cash flows. So this is a very good tool through which we can understand the risk level and the uncertainty level of a business. So the income statement will help us. Like for example, consider that we have the current year sale is this much, and the next year sale is, like for example, consider that here we will show about the sale and here we will show the, like for example, years. So in year one, we may like say that this is year 1, and this is year 2, and this is year 3. This is year 3. So in each year we may like say that we have the cell figures like this. These are the different figures. Consider that in year 1 we had this much cell. We had this much cell, but in next year our cell become down to this place, become down. So now you can judge through this that what is the reason behind it, that our cell has been decreased. So here we can analyze about the risk, that where was the risk and what was the level of risk and what type of risk we have faced. So through income statement we can predict the future cash flow of the business, we can decide about the past performance of the business, we can predict the future cash flow, and also we can predict about the level of risk and the level of the uncertainty. This is the usefulness of the income statement. Dear students, we will move forward to the next slide. What are the limitation of the income statement? Mahdudiyatuna the income statement sashedi. So the income statement mahdudiyatuna by mungsangu. So these are the items that cannot be measured reliably, are not reported in the income statement. Income numbers are affected by the accounting methods employed, and income measurement involves judgment. Dear students, these کې موږ سره درې خبرې وشولې. اول موږ چې د دې کې کوم items لرو په دې باندې موږ like ډېر reliable نه یو، هر وخت نشو ویلی چې مثال په تور دا reliable دی او موږ چې د په صحیح طریقې سره په income statement کې report کو. one thing دا د یو limitation دی. second limitation چې دا دی چې د income numbers چې دي همیشه د اکاونټینګ میتھډز نه افیکټډ کیږي. لایک مونږه FIFO میتھډ لرو، لایک مونږ چې د LIFO میتھډ لرو، نو په FIFO کې مونږه ریزلټ یو قسم راځي، په LIFO کې زمونږ ریزلټ بل قسم راځي. همدارنګه مونږه که چېرته د سټریټ لاین میتھډ د ډیپریسیشن استفاده کوو نو زمونږ چې د ایکسپنسز ریزلټ یو قسم وي. خو که چېرته موږ د همدې په ځای باندې د اکاونټینګ بله میتود چې هغه میکرز میتھډ دی هغه امپلای کو یا هغه استفاده کړو نو زموږ نتایج بل قسم راځي. نو موږ داسې ویلی شو چې په دې ځای کې په موږ په دې انکم سټیټمنټ کې یو محدودیت دا دی چې په معتبر شکل باندې موږ نشو ویلی چې زموږ به دومره عاید وي، یعنی دا په دې باندې موږ هغه ریلایبل نه یو، معتبر دا موږ ته نه دی. دویم موږ داسې ویلی شو چې د اکاونټینګ میتودونه چې کوم دي هغه زموږ په تصامیمو باندې یا زموږ په دې اعدادو باندې اثر کولی شي. لکه ما تاسو ته ښه مثالونه درکړل که چېرته یو سړی د انوینټري کنټرول دپاره یا د انوینټري ریکارډ دپاره FIFO استفاده کوي، هغوی LIFO ته شفټ شي، دا د دې په نمبرز باندې افیکټ کوي، یعنی د دې په هغه اندازهګیري باندې. همدارنګه یو سړی چې دی یو کمپني یا یو ارګنایزیشن، هغوی اصول دا دي چې دوی باید څه شی استفاده کړي، دوی they should use the like for example the straight line method of depreciation چې دا یو قسم ریزلټ شو کوي د ایکسپنسز. خو at the same time که دوی په میکرز استفاده کړي نو د هغې د ایکسپنسز ریزلټ چینج دی. نو دا د دې انکم سټیټمنټ یو محدودیت دی چې دیز کې نمبرز چې دی افیکټ کیږي د اکاونټینګ میتودونو د لحاظه. او انکم میجرمنٹ انوالوز ججمنٹ. نو دیز کې چې تاسو هغه اندازه ګیري کوئ د انکم هغه چې دی لکه قضاوت په هغې باندې پکار دی چې یعنی په کوم شکل باید موږ اوس دا انکم دغه کړو، جج کړو، یعنی کوم شکل باید ورته استفاده کړو چې موږ څومره پرافټ کیو. نو دا چې دی هغه لیمیټیشن د انکم سټیټمنټ دی. موږ درې لیمیټیشن باندې خبره وکړله. یو دا چې د دې دا ډیټا چې دا یا د کوم آیټمز چې دي یا کوم اکاونټس چې دي په دې باندې موږ همیشه معتبر موږ ته نه دي یا ریلایبل نه دي. دویم دا چې یعنی دا آیت چې موږ دی په کوم شکل باندې چې اندازه کوو دا لکه هغه معتبره اندازه نه ده د انکم. دویم دا چې انکم چې دی دا د مختلف میتودونو د اکاونټینګ د لحاظه چې دی دا افیکټډ کیږي. او دریم دا چې د انکم اندازه چې ده هغه ججمنټ یا قضاوت درست قضاوت ته ضرورت لري. نو په دې اساس باندې موږ ویلی شو چې دا these are some of the limitation of the income statement. So we have done about the first objective of the income statement. موږ د دې چپټر اولنی هدف ته ځان ورسولو چې موږ ویلو چې خپل انکم سټیټمنټ څه شی دی، د هغې استفاده څه شی ده او د هغې لیمیټیشن څه شی دي. So dear students, we will discuss the single income statement or single step income statement in the upcoming slides video. So thank you. If you have any questions, so you can use my mobile number or you can write down your question, come to institute, I will answer to all of your question. I wish you all a very happy and successful day. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.